Are you not pissed about the fact that One Punch Man manga is getting redrawn multiple times? Just look at the chapter 197. It is getting redrawn for the third time, changing the plot every single time. Lot of manga readers, including me, are so fed up with these redraws. I was so irritated that me, who used to color the manga chapters for making explanation videos, stopped making these videos because it's getting redrawn so many times, changing the plot overall. If I'm so irritated, why am I making this video? I read the craziest theory and explains why it's getting redrawn multiple times. According to this theory, One Punch Man God is rewriting the story every single time he thinks he will lose to Saitama by changing the timeline. He's redrawing so that he could win the battle with Saitama. The more you think about this theory, the more it makes sense. As we know, God of One Punch Man is at least an outer-versal being comparing to the power he gave to Cosmic Garou and Empty Void. Cosmic Garou is at least multiversal character, and the redraw of the Empty Void who possesses the Cosmic Garou's power has the ability to manipulate both time and space, at least space and causality of the universe. This video is not gonna be long, just spare me 2 minutes. Let's start with Cosmic Garou's redraw. The first depiction of Garou, both in manga and webcomic, is that he becomes Monster Garou, tries all sort of techniques and monster forms, but still loses to Saitama. That's the end of the story. But according to this theory, God saw this and thought if Garou becomes his avatar, he may have the chance to eliminate Saitama. God rewrote the timeline, which gives us Cosmic Garou. Coming to the Empty Void redraws, the first plot of Ninja Village is to use Empty Void as a villain. If you remember him, he looks like a regular monster but in a more gory fashion, eating all the ninjas from the village. Even I made a video about this chapter. I hope you remember the grand entrance of Empty Void, that this is the first version of him in the Ninja Village. Empty Void just looked like a real monster who is most likely a dragon level threat but not a god level threat. Remember that. During that plot, he got humbled by Blast so easily so that he cannot be the big bad of this arc anymore, and there is no need for Saitama to be in this battle. So God thought, why not grant Empty Void more power and changes the timeline so that Empty Void absorbs Cosmic Garou just after Saitama's reversal of causality punch. And we know that he became so overpowered that he can manipulate space itself, going outside the causality of the universe, performing dimensional attacks, and so many. Now, the second redraw. Blast was overwhelmed with the Empty Void's attacks. Even his plan to stop Empty Void by bonding with him failed. This redraw stopped so suddenly after Saitama caught Empty Void's dimensional blades. It also showed Empty Void's plan to use Cosmic Garou's power to attack God himself using other God avatars. In that redraw, it looks like the attack against God failed miserably, which made God to reset the timeline for the third time, because his plan is not to include Saitama in this fight. Now, in the third redraw, we got this fight between Flashy Flash, Speedo Sonic and ninjas for the third time. Even Blast is included in this fight and stopped the fight between them. Think about it, there is no need for redrawing the same ninja fight again and again unless One Punch Man God is reversing the time so that Saitama won't be in this battle. He wanted more powerful avatars like Blast, Flashy Flash or Speedo Sonic to join him. If this theory turns out to be the real plot of One Punch Man, it would be insanely good. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and who's gonna be the next God's avatar. And subscribe Anime Fiction Reels for more anime and manhwa recommendations.